In this situation, the number of home runs hit depends on the number of batting attempts. Therefore, the number of batting attempts is the independent variable, and the number of home runs hit is the dependent variable. It is important to be able to correctly identify the independent and dependent variable so that you can properly organize and display your data. We're going to take a step in another direction now and look at where to begin. Painful as it may seem, planning is the place to start. Take a look at a model for carrying out an experiment, researching demographics, or developing a project. The model is on the left. It's a flowchart. It goes from identify and analyze to design and develop, then to implementation, then to organizing your results and drawing conclusions. In the first step, identify and analyze. This first stage gives you the opportunity to thoroughly understand what you want to accomplish. Variables are identified, and a problem can be posed or formulated. Let's take a look at a running example. Suppose you're having a friend over for supper on Friday night. Your mother or guardian is going to order pizza. The problem to be asked is, how much pizza will I need? The variables will likely be the number of people coming over and the number of pizzas needed. Which one is the dependent and which one is the independent? Take a second to think about this. The next step is design and develop. At this stage, you develop a hypothesis. Once the hypothesis has been worded, the experiment is designed. To continue with our example, you could hypothesize that each person will eat 3 pieces of pizza. To be sure, you may choose to conduct a survey or observe how many pieces of pizza your friends eat for lunch in the cafeteria. So in this stage, we've worded our hypothesis and we've designed our experiment. The next stage is implement. It's now time to put our experiment into action. Implementation means to conduct the experiment and collect the data needed. In our example, you would complete this step by giving out the survey to your friends. The next step is organization. It's where you organize your results. Once the data is collected, it needs to be arranged in a clear and systematic way. Use a mathematical model to communicate your findings. Spreadsheets, graphs, databases, charts, all are acceptable models to use. Graphs can be in the form of bar graphs, histograms, and or scatter plots, or pie charts. There's lots of methods in which you can organize your data. You have to choose the one that's appropriate to answering your question. And the next one is drawing conclusions. By analyzing the model you created, you can state the trend you found, and then you can confirm or deny your hypothesis. For our example, you could have discovered that each person was likely to eat more than the proposed 3 slices of pizza. Since you've demonstrated this methodically and organized your information into easily understandable graphics, it is more likely that your guardian will order the necessary pizzas. Further consideration of our example. In the past example about a pizza party, we have proposed that a survey would be an excellent method to gather information about how much food needs to be ordered. We have a few options to consider when performing our survey. A population is a group of individuals that is the focus of the study. In our survey, the population is the entire group of friends we have invited over. A sample is a selection of the individuals taken from the population. If only 2 boys and 2 girls had taken the survey, we would have had submissions from a sample of friends. From the sample, an inference or conclusion can be made about a population. To ensure the best results possible, you'll want to make sure that you choose an appropriate sample to complete a survey. To successfully collect valid data, you need to understand sampling and bias, and that's what we're going to take a look at next.